How many people have read my book or seen the DVD?
Perfect.
Parts of the
Yeah,
books.
parts
of the
Okay.
books here.
Okay.
That's good.
I know, people don't start in the beginning, I notice. Like, where's treading water? But it's a book, kind of book that you have to start at the beginning. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you haven't, or even if you have, I'm going to review this because this is the key to the whole week. Okay? If you were reading a book and you had to read the same paragraph 3 times, your body would be in your chair, but you'd be someplace else.
I heard that.
Right? Yes, use the same ones. Right? Or if you are driving to work and you get there and you say, if you remember work,
Oh, vividly.
and you get there and you say, I don't really remember how I got here. I don't remember all the parts. Did that ever happen to you?
Yeah, you weren't paying attention.
So your body is in the driver's seat, but you're someplace else, right? Or if you've ever run into the house to go to the back of the house to get something, and you were in a hurry and you kicked the coffee table and stubbed your toe. That was a time when your body was in the living room, and you were in the back of the house wherever your thing was that you were going to go get, and you didn't know where your foot was. Otherwise, you would not have slammed into the leg of the coffee table and stubbed your toe. Okay, that was a time when your body was in one place and you were someplace else. Right? Because, and you can be someplace other than where your body is because you and your body are different things. Your body is this physical thing, and you are a non-physical thing. Your attention can be someplace else. And if your attention is someplace else, you are someplace else. Right? You ever been in the kitchen chopping vegetables or cutting something, cutting turkey or whatever, and you cut your finger? Okay? You might have been thinking about somebody coming home in a snowstorm or something, and you cut your finger and you realize, okay, my body's in the kitchen, but I am in the snowstorm. You wouldn't have put your knife on your finger and said, I think I'm going to cut it right here, right? And it's the same if you have ever inhaled water when your face was under. If you were underwater and you were present, you would say, I'm underwater, I need air, but now's not a good time to inhale, right? But if you're not there, you could be underwater and sniff up a snort of air, of water, and get water in your nose. And it's not, the problem isn't that you don't know how to swim, or that you don't know how to breathe, or that you don't know how to tread water. The problem was that your body was in one place and you were someplace else. And that is the whole problem. There's no other problem besides that. And what we need to do is learn how to be in the same place that your body is so that you won't inhale when you shouldn't. You can feel the water holding you up, which it always will, which you may not have believed and may not even believe now, and that's fine. But you'll be able to feel what's happening in you and for you because you're here to feel it.